Greetings everyone, and welcome back to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. We are at part 8 of Sonic's story, and we are in Act 2 of Sandopolis. I hate this level. Oh, you'll see why I hate this level. Oh, stupid sandworms! Anyway, we are inside that pyramid now, and we have a whole bunch of traps that we need to get past in order to get to the end of Sandopolis period. Now, I believe there is a giant ring on the other side. I think that's why it's there, but you don't really need to go that way. I don't need to go that way because I have all 7 Super Emeralds. And good one, Sonic. Basically, that's unavoidable. Sonic lands on an egg capsule that contains some ghosts. Ooh! So, yeah, we have another gimmick of this place, but, oh boy. Well, before I get to the ghosts, we have this gimmick right here. Essentially, if you don't time your jumps and such correctly, you will repeat this level over and over again until you eventually hit the correct area. Ugh.
One eternity later.
It felt like an eternity, but eventually I made it, yes. Anyway, the ghosts. Basically, the pyramid is now filled with ghosts that will attack Sonic if Sonic doesn't keep the pyramid lit. All he has to do is just hit one of the light switches and the pyramid stays lit, and the ghost will disappear. Eventually, though, the light will start to diminish and the ghost will start to appear like so. But before we get to that, I hate this puzzle right here. What we have to do is push a switch to remove a stone blockage, and then ride this moving stone platform across, but again, because of Sonic's poor traction in this game, I screw up, and come on, and no!
Eventually.
I hate this level. Alright, let's focus on something else. Let's get back to the ghosts, shall we? Okay. As I was saying, as long as the pyramid stays lit, the ghosts will go away. The darker the pyramid gets, the more the ghosts will appear, and... No, past me. What are you doing? Grab that rope. No, don't do that. You'll repeat this section all over again. Ugh. Come on. Oh. I hate repeating sections. They are such a time waster if you don't know what to do. And let me put it this way. I will pay for it at the end. Come on. Okay, let's do this again. Grab the rope. No, what are you doing? No. I hate this level. Okay, trying to relax, trying to remain calm. Let's stay focused, folks. I made it this time somehow. I don't know how, but I made it. Let's move on, shall we? All right, the ghosts. Let's start over with the ghosts again, shall we? Okay. Eggman somehow managed to capture some ghosts, put them in the egg capsule, and Sonic inadvertently frees them from said egg capsule. So now they are free to terrorize Sonic. So, yeah, again, light keeps them at bay, and they're pretty much invincible. But the darker the pyramid gets, the more ghosts will appear, and the more, well, dangerous looking they will appear. They will grow arms and horns, I guess. I think they're horns, or ears, or whatever. And eventually, when it gets too dark, they will actually come down towards Sonic to try and attack him. Yeah, you kind of don't want that. Again, hitting those light switches will turn on the lights and prevent the ghosts from attacking. And right now, I really don't want to be hypersonic because, right now, the ghosts are, about ready to attack, but, oh, thanks, Tails, thank you very much. But I don't want to be hypersonic, he moves too fast, and with Sandopolis, the pyramids, and the crushing, and, I cannot even form coherent sentences at this point. I'm so angry at this place right now. I'm sorry if I failed to entertain, but seriously, I hate this place. Alright, now what we've just done is we've hit a section where sand is coming up, and we have to ride it upward in order to proceed with the level. You just gotta be careful though, because the sand will crush you if, you stay in an enclosed area for too long. And briefly, we just saw Hypersonics pushing animations, like elbowing the things like, yep, I got this, yep. Alright, where's the switch? Oh, again, thank you, Tails. Thank you for being cooperative. Alright, now, because of my screwing around in certain sections, I will die. I will die not because of enemies or ghosts or crushy things, but because of time. And this is one of the things I do not miss about the modern Sonic games. Time limit. And, soon, I cannot form the words. I mean, it's mainly because I've been kind of incompetent trying to get through this level, rushly through this level, because, well, I just want to get through this level quickly. I don't like this level, folks. What else can I say? I mean, I like the music of the level. I mean, the music is awesome, but yeah. Oh, now you decide to use the rope. Oh, whoop-de-freaking-do, Sonic. What I'm trying to do now is trying to find the nearest checkpoint, because as long as I reach the next checkpoint, I do not have to go through all of this all over again. And right now I'm a little panicked because, of course, Sonic cannot go that way because, well, Sonic is not strong enough to punch through that wall. Nope. Whew, that was close. That was close. Yes, checkpoint with 5 seconds to spare. Oh boy, and here it comes, folks. I got a time over. I hate this level, and I hate past me. But thank goodness it's almost over, and also thank goodness the time resets to 0 if you die due to a time over. At least the game is generous on that front. I mean, think about it. You have to restart from a checkpoint, and you only have 5 seconds? I mean, if that were to happen, I would just simply put the game down, turn off the console, and just walk away and never touch it ever again. I'm pretty sure there are ROM hacks that alter things a bit, but, well, I'm playing the real legit version, so yeah. And come to think of it, I think the ghosts are a bit goofy looking. I mean, they are your typical bedsheet ghosts. But, I suppose it's part of the charm because, remember, Sonic in a way is a cartoony-like character. I mean, sure, he has been in cartoons, but I'm guessing part of the inspiration for Sonic the Hedgehog was cartoons like Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny. I mean, he has the stereotypical cartoony white gloves, as does Tails and Eggman, and a whole bunch of characters, and Tails just died from a crushing, well, block. Yeah, those things can crush you if you don't time it just right. But here we are, the boss of Sandopolis, thank God, this giant golem that Eggman is in direct control of. Not the egg golem of Sonic Adventure 2 that, well, Eggman will eventually lose control, but something that he is piloting himself. So basically what we have to do is just stand on this little arm right here, hit it to reveal Eggman, and go to town on him. And this thing will shoot lasers and it will move forward, and if you just take too long for some reason, this thing will crush Sonic. So move fast. But you're not going to let it get the chance, are you? Unless you're intentionally screwing around. And with that, Eggman is once again defeated, and once again, little animals are free. Run, bunnies and chickens! Run! Explore this haunted pyramid. That's where you belong now. Alright, next level. Lava Reef. We're almost there, folks. We are almost at the end of the game. And it's actually in Lava Reef that we will find the Death Egg. Yep, it's here, folks. The Death Egg crash landed in a volcano, and we are entering said volcano to, well, stop it once and for all. And of course, being a volcanic level, there are a bunch of fire things and flame things and lava, and yeah. And I don't care if it's electric, it will protect me for a little bit. But don't worry, there are fire shields in this level as well. I mean, obviously. Alright, let's see what the description says here. The instruction manual thing, I mean. Enter the biggest, hottest zone on the floating island. Beware of exploding rocks and toxomeisters that poison the air. Well, to be fair, those one-eyed things that shoot out gas, they're not really poison. I mean, the only thing that it does is actually slows down Sonic for a bit. And all Sonic has to do is just jump, jump, jump to get rid of the little gas. I have to admit, this thing's cool. You just, depending on which way Sonic is facing, he can move this contraption up and down with his spin dash. And I do have to say, I do like the music here as well. Oh, who am I saying? I love the music of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and I'll keep saying that throughout the rest of the playthrough. Now, one of the cool things about this level is you can actually see the Death Egg in the background at various points. Like, there it is right now. You can barely see it under the rocks. Well, you can't see it anymore, but still, having it in the background means that, yeah, Sonic and Tails are getting closer and closer to it. Because Sonic and Tails are, well, they're going to destroy it again, because why not? Third time's a charm, right? Right? Huh? Alright. Now, folks, if you've held back on collecting Super Emeralds or Chaos Emeralds, this level, Lava Reef, it's actually your final chance to collect the Chaos Emeralds, because after this zone ends, well, it's straight shot to the end of the game, and there will be no more giant rings to enter special stages. So, yeah, try and find those giant rings. They are few and far in between, but they're there. I mean, we just saw one right now, but I don't need it because I got all the Super Emeralds already. And yes, I will keep on bragging. So yeah, if you don't want to worry about that whole Super Emerald / Chaos Emerald business, just get them all in Mushroom Hill and go. However, if you do fail to get all of the emeralds at this point, well, after Lava Reef, well, you have no choice but to end the game. And you can select any stage that has a giant ring that you can get easy access to, and, well, collect emeralds that way. I mean, it doesn't really matter. This game is merciful in collecting emeralds, so you can get the true ending. It won't screw you over. Okay. Well, that was a waste of time. I believe there was another giant ring over there, but, again, I don't need it. I do need a checkpoint, though. And I did not mean to enter this. Okay, this is what happens when you enter a checkpoint while it's all sparkly. Well, it just leads you to a regular old bonus stage where you can get some more rings and additional power-ups. I mean, since the special stages are in giant rings now, I mean, what else are the checkpoints for, And frankly, I feel they're completely worthless, the checkpoints. Well, except for being a checkpoint, at least. But in terms of bonus stages, meh. Don't like it. Again, there's a Death Egg in the background, folks. Reminding us that, yes, it is there. It is lodged inside this volcano. So, Alright. You know, seeing all this all over again, it really takes me back, folks. It really takes me back to the days I was playing this game on my Sega Genesis, the Sonic Mega Collection, on my Sega Nomad. Now I know what you're asking, folks. What is a Sega Nomad? The Sega Nomad was a handheld device that played Sega Genesis games. So yeah, I was playing this game on car trips, bus trips, pretty much on my bed, away from consoles while lying down. It was nice, really. However, it didn't really catch on that much, and it was ultimately a flop. I mean, it was a battery drainer, and it kind of made sense because I think it was Sega that developed it, and Sega also developed the Game Gear, and it was also a battery drainer, so yeah. However, playing this game, and I mean playing both games, on the Sega Nomad was a little bit awkward because you would have the Sonic 3 cartridge sticking out. It's like, Ooh, it was oddly bizarre, really. And I had to be careful while playing it because I didn't want to accidentally knock off the Sonic 3 cartridge and accidentally crash my game. Ugh. Now, I do have to applaud Sega for trying something bold and innovative at the time, but I think it was a victim of being too ahead of the time because nowadays we can play console games on the go with such devices like the 3DS and the PlayStation Vita, or even the Game Boy Advance and the PSP. So, yeah. Anyway, here we are. We have the mini-boss of Lava Reef Act 1. And it's pretty much no problem thanks to Hypersonic. Now this hand right here, to be honest, I don't recall it ever hurting Hypersonic, but I didn't want to take any chances because, yeah, if I were to die as Hypersonic thanks to this hand, I would have to start this mini-boss all over as plain old regular Sonic, and that's no good. So is this hand lava-proof or something? I'm guessing because it's rising from the ground and there's lava everywhere. And yeah, I know that whole situation of convection, convection, or whatever that trope is. You know, Sonic is not affected by the heat. But hey, again, it's a cartoon, so yeah. Ah, finally. But the good news is we do not have to deal with the lava, well, for a while at least. And that's because for some strange reason at the beginning of Act 2, the lava will cool down and crystallize, allowing Sonic and Tails to walk on it safely. Now, how does that even work? I know in real life, lava does cool down eventually and turns into nice fertile soil. And I do believe that crystals are formed from lava, I think. I'm not a geologist, I'm not a volcanologist. If there is one among my subscribers, can you please provide some answers? But, I know... And why am I questioning this logic in a video game? It's a video game, let's just move on, shall we? We just saw down there some more Robotnik boxes, and if you hit those, well, you will get hurt. And I believe I've explained this before during my run-through of Ice Cap Zone, so yeah, avoid those at all costs. And this music sounds oddly familiar, huh? It's pretty much the exact same music that we hear every time we enter the Master Emerald Chamber. Yeah. I wonder if there's a connection somewhere. Or I'm looking too much into things. Again, it's a video game. Ugh. So what is the Master Emerald's purpose in this game? Well, it's to keep the floating Angel Island afloat. Now I know what you're thinking, but hey, it was in the water at the beginning of the game. It's not floating now. Well, of course it's not floating now. The reason is the Death Egg is keeping the island aground. Yep, that heavy monstrosity of Eggman is keeping the floating Angel Island on the surface of the world. And once that thing is gone, well, Angel Island can float again, provided it still has the Master Emerald. And as we find out later on throughout the Sonic games, the Master Emerald also has the power to nullify the powers of the Chaos Emeralds because, well, it's the Master Emerald. It makes sense, doesn't it? It would have the power to nullify all the energies of the Chaos Emeralds, huh? Making it the most powerful emerald in the entire world? I guess? Yeah. Now, the origins of the Master Emerald are still a mystery to me, I believe. I mean, no one knows where exactly it came from. I know about Sonic Adventure's backstory with the Echidna tribe, but the Master Emerald and the Chaos Emeralds were already there. But yeah. Now, the comic, the Archie Comics, gives a weird explanation for the creation of the Master Emerald. Apparently, it's some kind of weird effect of combining 11 or so or 12 Chaos Emeralds and a giant mammoth. Yeah, I know, that sounds weird. I keep reading that issue and I still don't make sense of it. So, it's best not to worry about such things. But yeah, the Master Emerald is in the comic, but... Ugh, stupid fire thing. And yeah, it's no longer a problem for me since I now have the fire shield, thank God. Folks, I might as well tell you this now because I might not get the chance later on. I'm actually going to be ending this video at an awkward place. And yeah, it's because as I was reviewing this footage and getting ready for my commentary, I noticed that part of it was acting a bit funny, really. And basically I cut to a point before the screw up happened. So yeah, when we come back in part number 9, well, it'll be some point afterwards. So yeah, thankfully the footage for the most part is intact. It's just funky at certain places. But hey, nothing is perfect. Not all recording technology is 100%. There will be glitches. And yeah. Of course, this spinning thing, you just have to time your jumps carefully to make it upward. There we go. Of course, I'm in a panic since I have no rings. Come on. There we go. Of course, you have to be careful here because these things can crush you. And, like this one right here. You have to get to the top of the second one at the bottom and quickly move off or else... Whoa! That was too close. Are we there yet? No, I don't want to go backwards. I want to go forwards. Because we have to get to the death egg and destroy that thing once and for all. So, I may or may not have asked this before, but what does the Death Egg do in the games? I know the Death Egg in the comic, well, at least the Archie comics, it was supposed to be for big ol' robotization purposes, at least the original one is, and the one that's currently used by Eggman is used as his new base of operations, but other than that, what does this Death Egg, what's its purpose? I never understood that. It's just there. And I know it's an homage to the Death Star. Duh. Death Egg, Death Star. But does it have a giant super laser or something? What's its main purpose? To conquer the world? Blow up the world? I don't know, really. I mean, later on, Eggman will come across the Eclipse Cannon, which pretty much has a Death Star super laser. But other than that, I got nothing. I got nothing, really. Platforming sections are platforming. Ooh, that was close. Ooh. Okay, okay. Just gotta be careful. Avoid the fire things at all costs. And, of course, take your time around here. Don't be hasty. Because there are spinny mace things that can hurt Sonic and knock him back down if you get hit. Alright. And of course, we have platforms that break off now, so you want to be extra careful here. And now we climb upwards, and oh, there's the Death Egg again. Almost there. Almost there, and... Oh, hi there, Knucklehead. Darn you! No! Curse you, Knuckles! There's a Death Egg much closer now, and holy crap, it fired its laser. Yeesh! So yeah, basically we now have this lava area where we have to reach in order to get to the boss area. And coming up is the part I mentioned earlier about the bad footage portion. So yeah, what I'll do here is I'll end the part around here. And I will come back in part 9 and we will actually take on the boss proper. Because taking on this boss is actually an interesting challenge. So until then, folks, I will see you next time.